Hi, I'm Trey Baird, and this is Gossipin' Games, and today we're going to be talking about the Wehrenberg Theater Cannes Film Festival, which is going on today on the date that this video is being uploaded. So yeah, today, I'm talking about the Wehrenberg Cannes Film Festival, but the whole video is not really going to be about that. I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Gossipin' Games and kind of what's been going through my head ever since I relaunched the show. So, as far as that goes, the vision is pretty close to there. I mean, I can keep... I'm at like 95%, and just like in Breaking Bad, that last 5%, that's going to be the main difference right there. That's gonna be what separates this show from a hobby into a professional show, which we'll get there eventually, but it's going to be a journey, and it's not going to be as easy to get to as that first 95%. I know I'm being a little abstract, but I think you know what I'm getting at. The vision is almost there, and I'm going to keep working on it, but I kind of want to move on to other projects as well. It's part of the reason that I brought back Gossipin' Games just for the weekend, as opposed to Monday through Friday, was because I'm ready to start doing other shows. And I want Gossipin' Games to be a regular part of the lineup, but I don't want it to be the main part either. As a matter of fact, I'm not really sure that there is going to be a main part. I think the variety is kind of what I'm shooting for here. Like, I don't want to give away what the next show is going to be or the show after that, because there are two shows that I want to roll out in the very near future as soon as I can muster up the will and the courage to do it, for lack of a better word. So, one of the things that I've been pondering about Gossipin' Games is, I followed the original inspiration with always being a costume character when I'm playing the game and doing the gossip. Now, I understand that that's a little gimmicky and a little off the wall, and I'm fine with that. I don't mind being gimmicky or off the wall, but I haven't been feeling it as much for round 2 of Gossipin' Games. I still want to create characters. I still want to, paint my face and do that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure if that's really where the vision for this show, Gossipin' Games, is headed. I'm still very much wanting to represent the purple and green, and that was the original inspiration. The costumes and the face paint just made it easy to represent those colors, and perhaps that's part of the reason that I'm wanting to evolve past that is, I don't necessarily want to get rid of the costumes from the show, but I don't think that I really want to make it a mandatory part of the show anymore. I might use it as a crutch to not make the show more entertaining than I could by just being myself, if that makes sense. So I want to continue to grow the show, and I think that by not phasing out but reducing the makeup and the costumes might help the show in the long run. So that's kind of where I am with that. So back on subject of Wehrenberg, I'm a fan of Wehrenberg. I always have been. I like that they do charity things such as this. I've gone to the Cannes Film Festival 3 or 4 times, and it's always an experience. And when you take part in something like this, the movie itself becomes less important, but the movie might just become an event in itself because you'll see something that maybe you wouldn't have seen otherwise. And to know that you contributed to make that happen, it's just a nice feeling, and it's something that I wish more companies would do. I wasn't going to get the warp zone, but then I changed my mind, but it was too late. Reason I was moving my head the way I was is because I got my camera tripod kind of in front of the screen, and it's not anything that I want to fix at the moment, so it's cool. I'd forgotten that this stage had 2 warp zones. But it turns out that Wehrenberg actually sold out. You know, some company, Marcus Theaters or whatever, you know, I didn't even bother learning the name because I'm kind of bummed out about this. I've always been a fan of Wehrenberg, and it just seems that every family-owned business in this country is selling out. And it sickens me. But maybe it's just something that I need to make peace with. And maybe selling out isn't quite as bad as I'm making it out to be, although I think it's pretty bad. It just disappoints me whenever I see, like, I was really disappointed by Marvel selling out to Disney. You know, turns out Disney has done very well with the property. But that's besides the point. You know, there was no reason Marvel had to sell out. It's not like they were hurting, especially compared to where they were like in the 90s. So, my bad. Let's actually move the tripod a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure that there's really much else I can say about that. It's just disappointing whenever, you know, Wehrenberg, a company that I happen to be a big fan of, I've been going to their theaters for the majority of my life, and just to see them give up like this saddens me, but who knows? Maybe progress is sometimes hidden under a veil of capitalism. I guess that's all I have to say about that.